And we're back.
Are we?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
At least wasn't that shitty I'm front joke. Anyway.
yes. So, you are now in possession of a bunch of items that you were not previously, and I assume now you go to the tavern and rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I can't fucking sleep anyway.
There is a somewhat awkward conversation between you and Bortalbor as you book another set of rooms, but we won't roleplay that. So everybody deduct 1 gold, and everybody except V can have a long rest.
Wait, who's sleeping with the thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not V.
Not V.
I'm not even sleeping!
That's
Exactly.
Oh, actually, that
she
makes
should
Actually, that's
Yeah.
a genius idea.
Yeah, just give
I'll
it to
just
V.
hold it the entire night!
No, I don't know. I still think that's a bad idea to have her hold it.
But
because
she
the-
doesn't have to make a wisdom save,
Yeah,
right?
she's not.
No,
she
but
won't be
the
asleep.
magic, but feeding it the magic, like the power potentially, is kind of still a
Son,
bit.
but
I am out of
she won't
magic
be
right now.
Right then, I'll hold it.
Okay.
I'll hold it. V can sit in the room. That way, only I can make a save.
Okay,
Or
that's
I
fine.
can hold it, and then
I mean-
you can...
You can just watch
make it-
over it instead.
Either way, only one person has to make a save if V is there, because V is not
Yeah.
sleeping and it only affects you whilst you are resting.
Well, I'll make the save. So now we just need to decide: is V gonna hold it?
I'll hold it, it's fine.
It's not like she's directly holding it, it's just near her.
Okay.
Also,
Right.
can I make, like, an Arcana check on this? scroll?
Yes, yeah. I'm...
Oh, good thing I have advantage.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't dream of anything. Yeah, V, you can... Seeing as you're basically going to have hours and hours to do this, just give me 3 Arcana checks as you do an extended. Yeah, cool. You identify the scroll as a scroll of polymorph.
What the fuck?
Oh,
is that
shit!
voice?
Holy shit! You can transform into anything.
Holy shit.
what level is
Oh,
it?
yeah, no, not anything.
That's not really the use of polymorph. Why won't it let me drag polymorph? It won't let me make an entry for polymorph.
Or do you
But,
turn
okay.
other people into anything?
You have a scroll of polymorph. If you need to know what polymorph does, let me know, because I can't seem to.
I
drag it
have
out.
a book.
Yes.
Nice.
But yes, polymorph is not really for turning you into things. It is for turning other people into things.
Good.
But yes.
All these scrolls of higher levels I can't cast.
Well, you can cast it. You just need to beat a
Yeah.
difficulty check.
You should turn someone into a sheep.
Why?
It's a World of Warcraft reference.
Oh.
Okay.
Cool. So, the night passes without incident. Everybody is healed.
Lovely.
And
I'm
it is,
really worried about V not having her spell slots. Can I just say that?
And it's fine to be worried about that. You may want to postpone your doings for another day.
Which is probably for the best.
Well,
Plus, there are other
Right.
things we can do to assist.
Yeah, we can
you.
help clean up the town, I guess.
Yeah.
we might just have a look at the area, just see where it actually is.
Oh yeah, do a
That's
scouting
a good
mission.
point,
Yeah.
Yep.
Some people can do a scouting mission before we go in, and we can also help the guards with clearing up the rest of the Five Talon. At least as much of it as possible.
Oh.
Which I would
Yeah.
very much like to do.
I'll join Vondal.
Yeah, I want to help clean up some shit.
Okay, so we have a cleanup
V.
party, and I guess we have an expedition party.
Guess we're gonna be best friends again.
Well, you guys can also come if you feel like it, and we'll just like spend half a day on each thing.
Yeah.
It makes more sense, I think, to just split up.
Wait, what are we doing?
We we are going to go scout out the asylum.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Have a look at where it is.
Do you want to
Not to go inside.
basically
Yeah.
spend a day reconning, and whilst you're reconning, everybody else is sort of doing cleanup, and we'll just speed through the day?
We'll try the door to
Yes.
see if it's unlocked.
What?
For the
Well,
asylum! What if
It's
it's
got the
locked and we
magical
just...
barrier, hasn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, we know the password.
You know the password to the magical barrier.
Yes, you
Fair
do. Cool. So, I would like a extended athletics check from everybody who is not on the exploration team. And
That's
on
3
the
checks.
exploration team, I would like extended perception checks.
So 3 checks.
3 checks.
Don't do them all at once because it'll be
Yeah.
really confusing.
Yeah, do them one at a
Yeah.
time. So Vondal
Right.
first.
Oh, okay. Do I have advantage?
No.
Because I've done this before. Lots of times.
Kelariis.
2.
Oh, wow.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Grim.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Arya.
Oh.
Uh,
And finally V.
Wow, 275.
Oh, before V does it, can you give me extended perception check for Lyra?
Oh yeah.
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 Oh.
we can't laugh at Grim anymore.
Oh my god.
Holy fucking shit!
Lyra's
the
nat
fuck?
1 is better than the perception suit.
Yeah.
Also,
Lyra's
can we
nat
talk
1 is
about-
just as good as your 3s.
This is like the worst Lyra has ever rolled in the entire
Yeah.
game.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, nice one, V.
Nice V.
Right.
It ramps up a little bit.
So, on the running about, stomping out the last elements of the Five Talon, you actually all do quite well. Basically, the day starts with Kelariis kicking indoors and generally having a whale of a time. There's not really a huge amount of fighting that's done by the, like, when the doors get kicked down, people sort of like go for weapons, and like maybe you knock a couple of weapons out of people's hands, and then they sort of realize that they're massively outnumbered, and they sort of start giving up rather than sort of having to fight to the death. So you don't really sort of kill anyone over the course of the day. You just sort of like break in a lot of doors and arrest a lot of people, and sort of like march back and forth from the barracks, like sort of like taking prisoners, and it's all good fun. Grim, you sort of like, you get quite tired by the end of the day, because obviously being shorter, you have to walk like almost twice as much as everybody else. And you did a lot of fighting yesterday, so you end the day feeling sort of kind of tired. I'm not going to make you take a point of fatigue, because you're just going to sleep again immediately. But no, it goes pretty well for you guys. On the recon team, you guys basically cross the forest without problems, thanks to Arya, and you observe from outside.
I like to think that
The
our
asylum.
first perception.
That's a
I like to
big
think that our
ass
first
asylum.
perception checks are just like Lyra has a natural one, so she just like smells something and runs off, and both of us are just like, Lyra, come back!
Lyra just goes, "Squirrel!"
And then we get back on track.
Yeah, you guys basically sort of scout around the outside of the asylum. You don't go too close to it, you sort of just observe it from a distance. As far as you can tell, it doesn't seem to be guarded in any way.
That's nice.
With our shitty perception checks.
V, as you sort of examine this place, and this the place looks run down to you, and it looks like almost like the upper floors are not used at all. But just as sort of like the evening is beginning to set in, you're sitting on a hill watching it. You notice on the lower level what looks like a series of lights that seems to move between several rooms and then goes out, and you don't see it again.
Spooky.
Spooky. And with that, you decide to go home. Cool. Yeah, you go back to the tavern. Everybody expend another gold.
Yep.
And yeah, you may make your saves as usual and restore yourselves.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
who's
I'll
saving
take it.
this
I'll sit near this time.
Okay.
Is it a wisdom save? I haven't done this
Yeah,
in
wisdom.
forever. Oh,
Natural
Oh.
20.
Arya. Fuck!
don't even need it.
time? Oh no,
Don't
Kelariis!
even need it.
Okay, so Kelariis, I'm gonna need you to come with me very briefly.
Bye.
Oh, bye guys!
Shit.
No.
Have fun with your nightmare.
Hello.
Hello.
Right. So, as you fall asleep, you dream a strange dream.
Oh, how fun.
Basically, you find yourself in a dark room, and it feels, from the temperature and the way that the walls feel like they're pressing in around you, you feel like you're hundreds of thousands of miles underground. And you feel very uncomfortable. And basically the only light source is what looks like a lantern far away in the distance. What do you do?
I'm like just standing there, I'm not bound or anything, just...
Not as far as you can tell.
Okay, I guess I'll walk towards the light.
Cool. You begin to walk towards the light. It seems to sort of be moving away from you at sort of a slow pace, and it takes you longer than you think for it to start to get close. And basically, as you get closer, you can see that this lantern is held by a hooded figure.
Oh boy. What? Just like hooded, creepy, hooded with a lantern.
Yeah, it seems to be sort of facing away from you and is sort of very, very, almost like very quietly sort of humming or whispering.
Do I have my weapons with me? Can I like just draw my sword?
You have nothing. You're basically as you are sleeping.
Oh, fun. Okay. I guess. Hello?
Okay. As you greet the hooded figure, it stops making a sound, and it goes to turn around, and you wake up suddenly, and we'll head back.
Oh.
It's up at 0600. Well,
Okay.
Alright.
hello. Nightmare
Arya.
has been had.
In the middle of the night,
Oh shit.
you realise that Kelariis is tossing and turning.
Okay.
You do anything about it?
I guess I like go over and try to wake her up.
Okay. You go over, you place your hand on Kelariis, and you sort of like try to shake her a little bit. Kelariis, you wake from the exact moment of your dream when this happens.
Oh. I guess I kind of half jolt, like,
Huh.
huh.
I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, I think so. I guess I look a little confused because that was kind of weird. I think I'm alright.
Okay. Did you see anything weird?
There was a hooded figure, but I didn't see his face at all. He was facing away when I saw him, or it was facing away when I saw it. Dark room place.
Dark
That's
room place.
all. Yep, dark room
Yeah.
place. That's exactly what I
She's
said.
tired, okay?
I'm just like, all right. Well, try to get some sleep, I guess.
Yeah, thanks for waking me up.
No problem.
You return to sleep and have no further interruptions.
Okay.
And you guys wake the next morning. And as you wake the next morning, there is basically a knock on your door.
Oh.
Or on one of your doors, probably the room that Kelariis and Arya are in.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Guess I open the door.
Cool. As you open the door, Boar is standing outside. And he said, Aina dropped by this morning and would like to have a word with you if you have time.
I think we
sure.
should have time. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get the others and head over.
Cool, yeah, you gather the others and you head over. Yeah, Aina's basically sort of sitting in the same office that you found her in last time when you were escorted there. And she says, good, I was hoping to have a word with you before you went anywhere. Basically, the prisoners have been given medical attention and imprisoned, and they came around last night just before you guys retired. I would have got you earlier, but I felt that you guys should take some rest. I was wondering if you guys wanted to talk to them at all.
Trying to think if there's anything we could learn from them.
I
Not
mean,
sure
we
if
can
they'll
ask
tell
about
us
what's
anything.
in
Yeah.
the asylum. Try to ask them what's in the asylum, but that's really about it at the moment.
Yeah.
And we pretty much like have a decent idea.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe it's best to clarify some of our theories.
yeah, there's no harm in asking because the worst that'll happen is we won't get any information from them, probably.
Yeah.
Unless they lie to us, but
Well, I guess there's no. Well, yeah. At worst we get something, or at best we get something about Asylum. At worst we get nothing.
yeah, I mean, there's no harm in asking.
I think before we get, head over and question, we should probably discuss. Do we want to mention the cult?
No.
Hmm. Probably not.
If the asylum is involved in that, we should find out that. But we should find out that when we get there. Or at the very least, we shouldn't mention it.
Okay.
They may mention it if there is actual involvement. Yeah, when we ask its purpose.
Yeah. Off we go, I guess.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Who do you want to talk to is the question. Or do you want to talk to both of them at the same time, or what?
I think we should speak to both of them, but one at a time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who do you want to question first?
So there's Temerity and who's the other one?
And Creed.
Creed.
I'd say
Temerity
Temerity. Actually, no,
probably
Temerity
knows
is going to
more.
be. I'm trying to think which one of them is going to be more pissed off. And to be honest, I think it's
Temerity.
Temerity. So we
I mean,
should
one
speak to her.
one of them you murdered their brother, and the other one you cut their arm off.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
I think Temerity is going to be slightly more angry, so we should speak to Creed first.
The thing is, we know more about Temerity, so
That too.
if we can get anything out of her, we might be able to ask Greek about it, because we don't really do we. What do we know about Greek?
Not really anything. Just
That's
that
Suggesting we
she's-
talk to Temerity, and then use Creed to confirm some of what Temerity says.
Among things, yes. But it's mainly because we don't really have much to ask him. At
Yeah, I
least not
suppose we
as
do have
much.
more questions for Creed, so we might as well do Temerity first.
Yep.
Should we go with Temerity first then?
Yep, sounds about right.
Sure.
Right, let's go then.
Cool. Yeah, you guys sort of sit in the interrogation chamber that you were taken into previously, or the question chamber that you were taken into previously, and basically, yeah, Temerity is brought to you, basically manacled. And yeah, you guys can basically begin your interrogation.
Good.
Nice.
We're off to a roaring start.
I
We
just,
really are.
yeah, I'd like to thank Helena for encouraging me to do this. So
Yep. No problem.
I
man.
also wholly
What?
endorse this music.
This music is from
Oh,
Persona 5.
come on.
It's
Yeah.
when you talk to an enemy.
It's good music for questioning people.
it is.
Fucking beautiful. Holy
It's
shit.
really loud. Hold on.
It is quite loud, isn't it?
Anyway,
Uh,
what do you guys want to ask?
I see. I don't know. I don't really have any questions for them, to be honest.
So Temerity, you said you wanted to send us to the asylum when, well, we met
met.
in the well, but after the cage fight,
Yeah.
what can you tell us about it?
She looks at you sort of with a sort of like a half sort of it's a weird sort of grimace that she has. It's halfway between sort of an intense distaste for you and sort of a self-satisfied look. And she basically says, if you're planning on going there yourself, then go right ahead and find out, because I guarantee you won't come back.
Wow.
Yeah, we've heard that a lot, so yeah.
Pretty bold fucking statement.
I know.
We
I'm afraid you haven't really answered the question. So would you like to go ahead and actually do that now?
Sorry, what? You are you trying to intimidate her into like actually answering the question? Or
Yeah.
are you sort of okay? Give me an intimidate.
Here we go, boys.
I believe in you.
You got this.
It's not great.
It wasn't
It's not
natural
great.
one.
You're not very good at playing bad
Yeah.
cop.
No,
No.
I'm
Yeah,
good
he's
cop at
awful.
heart. We need Kelariis in here to be bad.
She
Finding
looks
in
at
there.
you and says, "Or what? You'll murder the rest of my family."
Oh shit.
Wow.
That's
I don't know,
pretty-
where are they? No, JK.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Holy
Fuck's sake.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Me.
Well, there are fates worse than death.
Jeez, guys.
Look,
Fucking
Do,
hell,
do you
Dylan.
actually say that to her?
yep. But
Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
saying it as in I'm
You're just sort of saying it as a
friend.
matter of fact. Sort of thing.
Yeah.
She looks at you and says, she says, if there is, I've yet to meet one.
Yeah.
Come on, Kelariis. We need you to be bad cop here.
Yeah,
I can't be bad cop.
Okay, well, I guess when she says it, I'll just say, well, how about you answer the question so you don't have to find out?
Okay. She looks at you and says, we used it as a prison for anyone who challenged us. I don't know how she would phrase it. Next part. Yeah. Okay. She says, yeah, it was a prison for anyone who resisted us. Simply put, it was the most efficient thing to do because anyone who resisted us either wound up dead or wasn't in a fit state to meddle with us anymore. Maybe if I hadn't listened to my brother, I would have sent you there, and maybe then we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Hmm.
Have you actually ever been in there?
Oh, yes.
So what is security like?
She looks at you, smiles, and says, "We didn't really need security. Nobody goes there."
How did you make it out then? You said that everybody who goes in either dies or doesn't make it out in a fit state.
Well, fit states. And then it's like a little grin.
Oh my god.
Grim, please!
Why are you implying that she is
Fucking-
insane?
Holy shit.
She looks at you levelly and says, "What makes you think I'm the same as when I went in?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point.
Roll me an insight check, those of you who are sort of participating in this.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sort of looking, I guess, so.
Yeah, I'm just.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck no.
Oh my god.
Well, 2 people got this shit.
Vondal and Arya, you remember that Temerity had the Book of Shadows, which was a Warlock Pact tool. And very often Warlocks can undergo harrowing experiences when they gain their powers.
Oh.
Well then.
Yeah, that's
It is
kind of what I
possible
figured out
that
of
to which
character,
she is
but-
referring.
Probably.
So in theory, she ended up in the asylum and then got wound up in the Five Talon. And got a book.
Well, she
Or
got her
both.
powers.
Can Ferrous be a patron? I guess he
I
could.
think so.
Any
but-
deity can be a Warlock patron, basically.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whether the deities would choose to have warlocks is a different question entirely.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm pretty sure
'Cause
Ferrous
most of them probably wouldn't. Dara's probably would.
Good
Yeah.
good deities tend not to. It's usually Fey Fiends, Abyssals, stuff like that.
What is Ferrous doing, technically?
He is an Abyssal, technically.
Okay.
Ah.
Because whilst he is a deity, he is an abyssal entity, first and foremost.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Well, since you've been in there, what is in there physically? Or not physically?
Physically, it's just a building.
And otherwise?
She looks at you and says, "Tell me, Dragonborn, have you ever seen a gateway to another world?"
Oh, good.
Lovely.
I'm assuming I haven't in all my
No.
short years. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
we kind of carry on around.
I think the only person who has is Arya.
Hi.
Mm.
But I can just walk between the worlds, so.
Feywild.
Very well.
The last time you were transported to another world, it was this world.
Yeah. And it was of my own choice.
Yeah.
Mm,
Well then, no, I can't say that I have.
Then you would do well to fear it.
Are you suggesting
Here.
that in the asylum is a gateway to another world?
I'm suggesting the asylum is the gateway.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hmm.
Which world?
I
I'll
don't
give you
actually
one
know if
guess.
she knows that.
That's
She does
unfortunate.
not.
That's what dice are for.
Yeah, that's what I just rolled for. She looks at you and basically says, all I know is it was once a prison.
Do we have anything else? Like, out of character, do we have anything else we want to ask her? Or...
I guess I have one question. Like, you say that asylum changes people. Has it always been this way since you found it, or did you change the asylum for your needs?
She looks at you and laughs, and it's the first time you've heard her sort of laugh that hasn't been sort of like a small chuckle. This is an unsettlingly unhinged laugh.
Sure.
To which she says, if I had that kind of power, you would not be standing here.
Hmm.
Whatever
Fair.
made that place the way it is was a powerful and cataclysmic event that I have no experience of. It was like that when we arrived. It will likely stay that way forever.
Hmm. Oh, that is very, very good to know. Anybody else?
Hmm. I feel like we're not gonna get much more out of her than doomsaying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we did get something out of it. Do we want to move on to the next one? Or
Sure.
do we even have anything to ask, really?
Well, it couldn't hurt to know more about her specifically.
Yeah, well, like, well, we could try.
We know Verity was one of the key, was like an organizer. It'd be nice to know what kind of role she played. And also, she may know more about the asylum.
Mm. Well, if our suspicions are correct, I feel like we're not going to learn a lot more about the asylum. But we might as well give it a shot.
In that case, I think we're done.
Mhm.
I guess we'll...
Let's get Creed in here, who's dead.
You call the guard to take Temerity back, and basically she is escorted out of the room, and just before she leaves the room, she turns back to you, Kelariis, and she says, "If I were you, I really would be afraid." Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
fuck me.
Jeez, okay.
Hmm.
This isn't a spell, is it?
Oh, fuck me.
Oh
Oh,
my
wow.
god.
Okay.
Make me an Arcana check, V.
Oh, fuck me.
If you are spelling this shit, I can counterspell.
All day long.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you feel like as she begins to say the word, she starts to cast the spell Command.
Nope.
Nope.
No,
Oh,
she does
God.
not.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Lovely.
Okay, you sever basically the magic bond before it affects Kelariis.
Can I sort of step in front and just be like, I want to try that again?
Wait, how the fuck is she still casting if...
What?
Some things
Well-
don't require, or only require
With
her.
with
Oh,
V's
right,
Arcana
that's
check,
good.
she knows that it only requires her to be able to speak.
That's fair, yeah.
But if it was command, we should probably
Yeah,
inform.
hold on, look.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who knows that.
Yeah,
magic was
we
cast.
have
yeah.
we have yet to
Yeah.
respond to V's
Okay.
thing. Well, actually, you're the only one who knows what it was. Kelariis, you know she targeted you with a spell, basically,
Fun.
because of the fact that it failed. Yeah, she looks at you, V, and she is going to make. Oh wow, okay, cool. She looks at you, and she looks at you very hard, and to the point where she almost seems to look through you. And she says, "That is the second time you've done that. What are you?"
I don't know.
I'll step up next to me and put a hand on her shoulder and just kind of look at her and say, "That is of no concern to you."
I'm a
And I'll probably
triad.
look,
Now get
Um,
out of here.
probably look at the guard and say, "You should probably gag her."
He looks at you, says, "Okay."
I turn towards the guard and say, she can make people answer to her will just by using her voice. Be very, very careful around her.
Right, you are, miss.
Hmm.
He moves away, finds something to gag her with, and gags her.
Probably look to me and be like, "Thanks for doing that."
No problem. I was worried she would try something.
Hmm.
I'm surprised she didn't try to get out of here. I guess she can only use it on so many people.
Yeah, chances are if she tried it on one guard, the next would just stop them.
Yeah. Well,
Cool. Okay, yeah. After that little scuffle, Creed is brought in. Creed, give me medicine checks as Creed is brought in.
You sure I don't have advantage?
Sure. Well, V and Vondal, like, from a cursory assessment of Creed is not coping terribly well with her injuries. Just from the way she reacts to things, you suspect that she is currently medicated. Presumably for sort of like pain or something. But even through the medication, she seems to sort of struggle to focus on you.
Well,
She is very much worse for wear.
We did cut off our arm.
Yes, you did.
So
That is true.
I don't really blame her.
anything people want to ask her?
Fuck it. Vondal has honor. He's gonna gesture to the lack of arm and go, Do you need help with that?
What exactly are you suggesting?
Suggesting I make it less painful, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
Vondal has
right,
honor.
okay. Yeah, she just sort of looks at you in a haze and just sort of goes, what?
Fuck it. Can I cast Cure Wounds on her?
Sure.
I'm only doing it at first level.
Cool. You stand up
Vondal
from the
has honor.
table, or you sort of put your arm on the wound and heal her. She, like, seems to sort of, like her focus clears slightly, but she is still sort of drugged.
Oh, does that feel any better?
Doesn't hurt as much.
Oh, I guess we can begin the questioning then. What was your role in the Five Talon gang?
She turns to look at you and sort of says, hold on, bring up her description. I was the cunning Talon. My job was basically information and people.
And you wouldn't happen to have any information on the asylum?
It depends what you want to know.
Specifically, what is inside the asylum?
What's inside? Prisoners.
It wasn't the prisoners I was referring to.
I don't know. Temerity deals with all of that. I just send people there.
Have you ever been to the asylum?
Me? No.
Have you ever dealt with the people that have come out of it?
Mad ones, yeah, from time to time.
Can you tell us more about them?
What do you want to know? They're mad.
In what ways?
Those that don't have bits missing or aren't just complete wrecks, they just babble to themselves about crazy things.
What things?
all sorts of things. Rooms within rooms. Some guy with a lantern.
Clara's tenses.
Can I now ask, are you aware of an individual named Chathy Winter?
Ah, yeah. The mouthy one.
Was she sent to the asylum, or was she sent elsewhere?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh my god.
I did
This is-
not like her.
Going so well.
How long ago was that?
Whoa. Month ago? A bit
Oof.
more?
Do you know if she ever came out?
Not alive, at least.
Anything else?
Don't think there's anything else.
Yeah, she clearly doesn't know anything specific about the asylum.
Yeah.
Probably learn a
She's
lot
too
about.
drugged up to lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could learn about the Five Talon gang, but I don't feel like that's a priority right now.
I mean, their leaders are dead.
Actually, I'm gonna ask one more thing.
Okay.
Did the Five Talon gang have any external influences?
Couple, why?
Who were they?
Contacts, finances occasionally.
Hmm.
Didn't deal much with them. That was Coast's job.
What was the Five Talons gang stance on religion?
Wow, not subtle. At all.
Are you asking her a theological question?
I don't think she's capable of answering a theological
Um,
question, Grim.
Look, I might as well ask. Look, if they just like if they were
I know what
At
you're
any,
getting at, but it's just
yeah.
really funny. Suddenly,
Yeah.
theology.
She looks at you like, I don't really know what you mean. Like, Coast had some funny ideas about people and dragons, but I didn't believe in anything myself.
Oh god.
Wait, who is
Used
she
to
talking
go to
about?
church long time ago with my dad.
No, fair enough. Wait, Ferrous, I'm sorry. Who is she talking about?
She keeps saying a name that she keeps saying Coast, which I'll whisper you something.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
when you say Coast, who are you speaking of?
the boss.
What the fuck? What? Okay.
The half dragon.
Yeah.
What exactly did he say about dragons? You said.
Let me find out.
Why the fuck is that? What?
Clarisse is confused.
No, Jayla's confused. Well, yeah, Clarisse is probably confused a little bit too, but Jayla's confused.
He used to go on long rants. Whenever something didn't go his way, he'd rant about how humans are useless and all the dragons are just sort of giving up on things, and that you had an empire or something, and he was sort of like, I'm gonna kill all the dragons and take the empire back and rain darkness on people and stuff, and most of us just sort of stopped listening.
Ah.
She's really drugged up, isn't she?
Oh,
Yeah, but
boy.
can we talk about what she's actually saying? Because, like,
Yeah, at that point, I'm gonna. Are we all done? Question was.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get much else out of her, but that's
I think
really
in that case, what I was
worrying.
gonna say, that will be all. Thank you for your time.
Well, have a
I'll
nice
sort
day.
of call the guard in.
At which point, like, sort of, he sort of like helps her up out of the chair, and she just sort of says, she sort of says, as if she's joking, but sort of like slightly seriously. She sort of says, "Well, if you ever want to buy a people or bits of a people, then you know where to find me."
Right. Okay.
Wow, okay.
I think we're good, thanks.
yeah, I don't think we'll ever need that.
Why the fuck was she calling? What?
Yeah, and once she's gone, I'm gonna turn to Kelariis and just go, "Are you feeling okay?"
About... Depends on what you mean by that.
I didn't understand a word of what she said.
Well, Kelariis seems to, and she doesn't seem to like it.
Well, no, okay. Well, first of all, the things that he was going on about
She.
would worry me a bit more. No, sorry, like I meant like he is in
Have
the
right.
yeah, that she was telling us. Would worry me if he wasn't dead now. But she was calling him by the draconic word. Well, it sounded like the draconic word for small, and I don't really know why. Which is kind of interesting.
Potentially a code name, or a chosen name.
I have no idea, but still a bit concerning
For
about
some
these
for some context for the draconic language, usually dragonborn tend to choose noble sounding or powerful sounding names. Like, your name is literally the sound of the waves.
things.
And to pick a name, to call yourself small, is sort of like, it's almost belittling?
Makes no fucking sense.
Man, if only you hadn't killed him.
Look here.
Well, the thing that concerns me the most out of the conversation is that there's apparently a land filled with them, and I hope that's just drunk talk, basically. But
A land filled with dragons? You mean where
I mean-
Kelariis comes from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but those aren't actually dragons.
No, there
Wow.
are actual dragons.
Some of them are.
Oh, there are also actual dragons. Okay.
Yeah. What the fuck do you think we... Okay.
Look, dragonborn.
We're not
dragons.
dwarves, we don't
No.
spring out of holes in the ground.
I don't know.
Oh god.
Dragonborn have
Dwarves don't
maybe-
spring out of holes in the ground either. How dare you?
I do come out of a tree, though.
You do come out of it.
Yeah,
You are literally born from a tree.
Oh,
I
God.
do come out
Grown.
of the tree.
Grown from a tree.
not born, there's no birth, it's just grown.
So what? One day a branch breaks off and it's a dryad.
No, it's like a little sapling.
Oh
Yeah,
my
sort of-
God.
Just the dryads just sort of grow them with magic.
Cool.
And that, kids, is how dryads are born.
So a dryad will just
When a mommy dryad and a daddy human love each other very much, they do something and then something completely unrelated, a baby is born.
they do the thing that you're too young to know about, and then mummy grows a tree. Out of the tree comes baby dryad.
Yeah, basically. Anyway, let's not question.
Question.
Yeah,
Dryad biology.
yeah. But otherwise, the mention of a hooded figure with a lantern is also a bit worrying.
That one did
And I'll
seem to
probably
get-
cast a glance at Arya as I say that.
Okay.
Because,
What?
well, you kind of woke me up from a dream last night, and I said something about a figure with a hood. I didn't mention the lantern, to be fair, but that's a
Yeah.
bit too specific to be totally coincidence, I think.
Can I see that Kelariis is shooting Arya this look?
Give me a insight check.
Fuck.
Not really.
Well, I guess there's nothing left for us to do but go to the asylum.
Hmm.
It
The
sounds
only
like I saw a light in the asylum, but I guess if I'm not picking up on that.
Fuck.
Whatever.
Yep, well, rip.
Although, the only thing I was wondering is, do we have any form of mental protection?
Mm,
Not even a thing that exists?
Probably, but I don't think it
What?
does have that.
You mean items that enhance your wisdom saving throws? Yes.
Yeah, okay.
They are magic items, and you're not likely to find them very easily, but...
Yeah, I was more thinking if there was anything we could actually achieve right now before we go in. But I guess that's a no.
Uh,
I mean, you do have some items that can help you with saving throws and stuff if you guys remember to use them.
Now that you mention it, who is wearing the ring of Arya? You were
Oh,
wearing
wait.
the ring of minor
Oh, no, fuck.
resistance, right?
Okay, no, JK.
Okay. You just have to remember to actually make use of it.
You remember that you can enhance one saving throw by a d4, but you have to roll it before... You have to say you're going to use it before you know the result.
Okay.
But you can use it 3 times, actually.
Oh, yeah, you can use it 3 times a day, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Good.
He's a little bit bothered by the fact that Verdi was just like, "What are you?" Because I don't know, she's not been called out in it very much. She's just like, "I don't know, I just do my thing."
Well,
Oh,
give me an insight check just off the back of thinking about that.
Okay. That was better.
Damn.
You've not felt that kind of hostility since you found out what had happened at home,
Yeah.
and it makes you a little uncomfortable.
God, people really don't like sorcerers, eh?
Well,
I think it's not the sorcerer part, it's the fact that it's completely unexplained.
Cool. So you guys are going to set off then?
yep.
Okay.
Better try not to think too much about it.
Cool.
This is either going to go very badly or very well.
You definitely shouldn't have any doubts or fears in your mind when you're going to a place that may or may not mess with your mind.
Yep.
yay.
Thanks, Ferrous.
Cool. So yeah, without further ado, travel.
This is where like we walk through the door and Ferrous is like, "Are your characters afraid of anything?" And then that thing just keeps popping up everywhere.
Phantasmal force. No, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Oh
Phantasmal
fucking
Force.
hell!
Oh, that's
That's
Okay,
loud.
It's
music,
really
though.
loud. Hold on, I'm sorry.
That's good.
Yeah, that really fills me with confidence.
Yep. Totally.
Yeah.
You are filled with not determination.
You're
You're filled with
fear.
A
dread.
sense of foreboding falls over you as you approach the asylum.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Fuck that music.
Oh god.
I just hope that somehow Ferris Dune or anyone wasn't like warned.
Okay, out of character, I thought you said Ferris Dune, and I just.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Ferris Doom.
That's a
no.
weird ship name.
God, I don't know if you want that to be a ship name.
Let's not make that a
Implication.
thing. Ever.
Anyway, sorry.
Cool. Before we go anywhere, can I have a quick check on how people are doing for wanting to go and get food?
Mine might take about like 10 more minutes.
Okay, cool. We can do 10 more minutes.
I'm just waiting for pizza to arrive.
Cool. So So yeah, you are presented with a rundown old manor. Rundown old asylum.
Um,
Go to pray to Tom to keep us safe.
Praying is a free action.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll send one up to Tritherium too. This place is fucking weird.
I
So,
guess I prayed to Melora, but
I guess we'll just go through the front door.
well, first of
You
all,
have the code.
Arya, V, did you guys learn anything yesterday while you were here?
no.
Okay! Fuck it,
I
let's
mean-
go then.
Potentially V saw something, right?
Mm. Yeah, I saw a light, but I don't know. It may have just been a weird reflection.
Oh, fuck.
Is that an oh fucking character?
Yeah, good question.
Oh, no, I said, oh, fun.
Oh.
Out of character.
Oh.
Sorry.
It did sound like oh fuck. Anyway.
Well, I mean, that too, but either way, out of character.
Okay.
Still relevant.
So you walk up to the front door.
Callisto.
Cool. Similar blue flash. Except this time, just as you're about to place your hand on the handles, the doors creak open by themselves.
Of course they do. Because
Yeah,
fuck
of course they do.
this.
Right, weapons at the ready, boys.
Alright.
Just
Boy and
because
girls.
of the magic related to this place, I feel like we should jam the doors open.
I don't think that'll matter.
Me
I think
neither.
the magic will be stronger than anything we could ever jam the doors with.
Even the Sword of Vengeance.
Well,
Excuse you.
maybe not the Sword of Vengeance, but I'm also not going to use it as a force stop.
Yeah, it's a bit.
So do you guys go inside?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Fuck
Ah,
that.
It's just as run down on the inside.
Duh. It's a rundown fucking building. They don't tend to be like run down and then perfectly immaculate on the inside.
I mean,
I don't,
weird.
I don't know. That
design.
would be another kind of.
Although to
creepy.
be honest, that would make
Yeah.
it creepier. In
I
my
would be
opinion.
more
Yeah.
scared actually if that was the case.
That would be much scarier.
Yeah. Hey,
Anyway.
hey, Ferrous, as we walk in, can I, like, focus them paladin senses?
Oh yes, certainly. Remind me of what that does again?
It is. Hold
All
on.
Paladin senses.
I can sense some celestials, fiends, or undead within 60 feet. Oh, but not behind cover. Meh, still.
And V is tingly.
Yeah, V's
Yeah.
still tingly, I assume.
V is still slightly tingly.
I've just
Why-
kind of.
why is V
accepted it at this
tingly?
point.
All will be revealed.
Yeah, you've sort of
Yeah.
just learned to block it out by this point.
It's like, that's normal, question mark.
That's normal.
Would I
Normal
feel any
enough?
different to her?
Maybe different to how you feel usually, but not enough to make a significant impact.
Rip.
Fair enough.
There's an extremely faint line connecting V and I.
Not quite.
God, that'd be weird, wouldn't it?
Not quite. Not to me, at least. I don't think my senses
No, they're not that in depth.
do that.
But yes, give me perception checks as you look around this lobby.
That's the.
Oh,
Okay.
Tiefling
Oh,
God,
you
landing.
Why?
Die!
You are rolling in the natural ones this session. Natural ones, natural 20s.
There's a tiefling girl on the landing.
Oh shit!
That would be creepy. Just that we look up in a moment, she's just there.
Oh,
It's like, oh god.
no.
Okay. Vondal, you stub your toe on something in the dust.
No fun.
Take 1 bludgeoning damage.
No.
Please no.
You pick it up.
Oh.
No.
It appears to have fallen off the wall a long time ago, and the glass is broken, but it is a picture frame. And inside the picture frame is a map.
Oh,
Oh!
Shit,
Look how
what?
handy that is.
really useful.
Well, we assume it's a map of the building.
It is a map of the building.
Okay, very useful then.
You notice that basically, off to basically there's a corridor branching off to your right and a what looks like a smaller room to your left that seems to basically like most of the door frame is sort of like fallen in and the door seems to sort of like be holding the whole thing up. But the doorway off to your right down the corridor, from looking at the map, you expect if you were to follow it to the very end, you would reach basically the main wing of the asylum where the inmates would have been kept.
Lovely. Looks like that's our that's where we're going. Well, that's probably our best bet anyway.
Yeah, as you continue to sort of like look around as Vondal indicates that this is the place to go. Kelariis, you look up the stairs and you notice that basically the stairs to the second floor, just above you, basically seem to sort of they've got a much darker tone to the wood and the shape of them, and just from your knowledge of basically like the old boats that sat on the beach back home, you expect that those timbers are moisture rotten, because your parents basically always told you never climb on the old wrecks on the beach because there's a chance that they might collapse and they'll hurt you. And that memory sort of comes back as you look at these and you think those are rotten through. So climbing the stairs would probably be a bad idea.
I will point those out to everybody and say, don't climb those stairs because you'll probably fall through them. That'd be bad.
Looks like we're not going upstairs then.
Not this way, at least, unless there's another way around.
I feel like we might actually have this building just collapse by accident.
To be fair, I think that's probably... Maybe that's why upstairs isn't used too much.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yes, you mentioned a light. Where in the building was the light?
Well, it's sort of...
It seemed to travel from room to room, as far as you could tell.
And you only saw the light, nothing, like nobody, no silhouette of anything or anyone.
Wait,
You
so
could not see through the windows. What you merely saw was a light shining out of a window, and it moved from room to room, seemingly.
So basically, on both floors?
The first floor.
The first floor.
Like the ground floor, rather.
Okay. So that's... I guess we'll stick to the ground floor then.
Cool.
And take the right way?
You head through the right corridor and find yourself...
Oh, fucking hell.
Why did you have to pick an asylum, for fuck's sake? You
to
evil
build
bastard.
suspense.
Evil bastard.
Why did we have to mess with this guy?
Good question.
Okay.
Because you messed with us.
You
Yeah, I was
find
gonna say, you must have
yourselves
Yeah, good
first.
point.
in a long corridor. To many sides, there are many cells, many of which have sort of had the doors, the barred safety doors sort of like ripped off them. From even just a cursory glance, whatever did this must have been incredibly strong, or it was multiple because like they've basically been the steel frames have sort of been ripped out of the brickwork. And basically, as you continue forwards, you notice actually that some of the cells that have intact doors seem to have been used recently. Like they've got, some of them have got like rudimentary like straw mats or stuff in them. And give me perception checks as you walk closer towards the end of the corridor.
No.
There goes that good roll.
Red.
Okay. Grim, you basically
Lyra's with us, yeah?
yeah,
Oh,
Lyra's
yeah.
with us.
Okay.
Oh yeah, give us a check for Lyra. Cool.
Nice.
Grim, you basically notice that from one of the cells that looks like it's been sort of not quite taken care of, but it's still functional. One of the doors is basically open, and there seems to be like almost like a series of small, faint crimson trails that you expect to sort of be blood or something like that. That to your inspection, it looks like somebody was sort of somebody or something like a body was dragged, and it's sort of like it's got like little trails. Obviously they weren't bleeding a lot, but they were bleeding from some sort of injury, and it seems to just sort of like be dragged out of the cell, and then the trail sort of peters out as it runs out of blood, and then there's nothing. V, I would like you to roll me your roll me your initiative, and can I get an initiative roll for Lyra as well? As something interesting happens.
Okay.
Do I just click on a name?
Just name. Okay, cool.
Nice
So
one.
Lyra reacts to this first, and V, you sort of follow up on it, but you see slightly more than Lyra does. As basically Lyra perks up and listens for a second, and V, you turn in time to see what looks like the outline of somebody from the light coming through the window move across the end of the corridor whilst you guys aren't looking, or whilst it thinks you guys aren't looking.
Okay.
So Lyra gets to react first. And V, to you, the figure didn't look especially tall, but they were human-sized and human-shaped.
This is at the end of the corridor.
Yeah, like literally in this image, you see the window at the end of the corridor here.
Yeah.
Literally, a figure runs across that quickly.
Well,
Okay.
Lyra's hackles are gonna raise because.
Yeah.
And I guess she like my attention.
Okay. She growls faintly,
Yeah.
and your attention is drawn. I won't roll you into the initiative order because V, what's the next thing you do?
I'm sort of gonna like take a few tentative steps like towards the window, and I'm just gonna be like, I think I saw someone. Is
Well, I
that
guess-
is that like outside?
No, it was inside.
Well, I guess I'm gonna ignore the crimson trails for now.
Yeah.
Seems like we have more urgent matters.
Okay, as you guys look up, from around the corner you saw the figure disappear. Your reactions, V, catch basically like a small stone skims out and clatters across the floor.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna keep walking to where it came from.
Okay. Take a few more steps.
I'm not gonna call out to it or them or anything, because
I'd be trying to walk
I'm
with
just gonna
V.
stay. Oh. Go ahead.
Yeah, can we try and stick with V so she's not wandering
Yep.
off on her own?
Yeah, Lyra's
Yeah, I
gonna
was-
like be next to her too.
Yeah, you can all
Yeah.
come with her.
I was also
Okay.
about to say I'm sticking very close to V.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you move. You're almost basically to the end of the corridor now.
So did it like run into like another room?
There appears to be, it's either a room or a corridor at the the figure dipped into. You can't tell until you get around the corner.
Like try to stealthily look around the corner.
Yeah, give me a stealth check as you sort of like sneak up to the corner and look around. Okay. As you look around the corner, you come face to face with a very ragged and very dirty looking dark-skinned human and the two of you both jump back in surprise.
Hello?
No
Can
response.
I hold my quarterstaff in front of me?
Yep, you pull it off your
Well,
back.
not like pointed at her, but just like hold it like defensively.
Yeah, you pull it off your back and you're sort of holding it.
Can I like move to look around the corner as well, like standing behind V?
Okay, yeah, you peer around the corner. There's basically a very very scrawny, very dirty, very tattered clothing, darker skinned. Well, actually, it's more like amber skinned woman. And she is basically holding herself as flat to the wall as she can get with her eyes closed.
Okay, can I say, are you okay there?
Again,
Right.
there's no response. V, give me a perception check. Okay, her lips are moving.
Can I?
Yep.
Does she say anything that I can see? I can lip read.
Oh god. Fucking music. I hate it so much.
Oh boy. Miss, can I try to, like, touch her gently on the shoulder?
Okay. Yeah, you touch her gently on the shoulder.
Are you okay?
As you touch her on the shoulder, she very slowly opens her eyes and sort of like looks at you very 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 frightened looking, and her eyes are totally bloodshot, like she hasn't slept in a long time.
Can I just go, we're not here to hurt you, or are you okay?
She snaps her eyes quickly to you, Vondal, and says, "You're not real. None of it is real."
It's okay, we're real.
She doesn't seem convinced.
Can I just, okay, I'm gonna go, who are you? Who are you?
She shakes her head vigorously.
Okay.
How long have you been here?
She said she sort of. She looks like she's trying to stifle saying something, and then she blurts out, "Don't know."
Are you being kept here by someone?
With that, she looks at you, and all of a sudden she hunches down, and in a whisper she says, "Not someone."
Do I hear that?
Yeah. It's like she's whispering, but you are close enough to sort of hear it.
Can I just go, something?
She looks at you, questions herself for a second, and says, "Maybe."
Do you know what it is?
She pauses briefly and just says, "The lantern."
Yay!
Oh boy.
Okay, that's not ominous. Creepy.
Ugh.
This is an asylum, it's already kind of ominous and creepy.
Yeah.
Do we want to try and get people out of here? Like, out of character.
The only thing is, it might be kind of dangerous. She's just gonna be like, "Hey, go out into the world again." But also leaving them here is not something that we want to do.
Why don't you guys discuss that while I shove my mouthful of food?
Oh, well,
Oh.
if we're gonna do a food break,
Yeah, we
should
can
probably-
we can take a break right now.
Yeah, I
Okay.
haven't eaten, so.
Okay.